Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome and welcome back. I'm going to try and burn another incense, these frickers. So welcome in the fire energy, the full moon in Aquarius energy, 8-8 portal energy, all beings of unconditional light that are working with us in this now present moment. So welcome in. Not all the guides, the angels, the teachers, the wisdom keepers. So let's see if that stays lit. It's been a challenge. This last batch has not been great. All right, we're bringing through the channeled messages, the information, the confirmations, the validations, the codes, the frequencies, the flavors, the colors, the essences. Did we say activations? Yeah. We have an eternal source protocol. Eternal source protocol. So something you can practice every day. I was doing this for a while and then I turned my alarms off. So at 11:11 a.m. and 4:44 p.m. I would set 2 alarms and just put in pause, breathe, Care Bear stare. You know, I like to use the Care Bear stare. I'm an 80s 122, where you just tap in and you breathe and you really tap into your source energy. And I may do another video just to teach you how to set your pillar up really quick, so you can instantly drop in, boop, tap in, get connected. All right, maybe you already have a protocol, but this is just something I can share. But if anything, you just breathe into your heart. We'll just keep it simple. We don't have to have a grand step process. It's different for me in each moment. Before meditation, before I do the videos, I just breathe and I can just fully tap in right now. It literally takes me like 2.2 seconds, okay? I don't try to force it, I just be it and become it and step into it in the field, in the quantum. So we have the Eternal Source Protocol, 4 sacred returns each day. So again, just pausing and breathing. So before you get out of bed, when you open your eyes, for me, because it's been heavy coming back into the body after I'm doing work in the astral realms or timelines or whatever's experiencing them, literally like the last couple days, I'm feel like, where the fuck am I? You might be waking up feeling like that with all of this energy, these cosmic conversions, these planetary alignments, this portal energy, this moon energy, this 8-8, the solar codes, the plasma codes. The last couple days, it literally felt like I was like laying in bed, like I'm back in my human body now. You're not cray-cray, okay? You're fine. Just breathe. So this is a moment to just breathe. And I might go a little deeper, but I'm just going to give you some simple steps. And again, I will post this in the comments. If I don't forget, I really try not to forget. If I do, call me out and ask for it. If I forget, comment. I'll see the comment, and that will remind me, okay? Because I get to do the human, I start doing the human things or start creating other things, and it might slip my human. All right, so the Eternal Source Protocol, 4 sacred points in the day. So we've already got 2 alarms, 11:11 a.m. and 4:44 p.m. and put a note in there. Pick a sound that's cosmic or galactic or whatever that's going to help you remember to tap into. It's different from any of your other alarms. And it's just tapping into a daily rhythm of remembrance. So this is how do you get into this space that I just said? Practice this every day. And I've been doing this, well over a year now, for sure, consciously. And yeah, sometimes it comes and goes, but because I've been creating content, I'm pretty well in the field most of the point. And then if I want to go even deeper, I will just pause and breathe. So this is the daily rhythm of remembering. And say this, I do not seek what is outside of me because all of the answers are here. I return to the source of life that flows through me, around me, and connects with me in all of existence. Okay, this is important. You could just simply say that. I do not seek what is outside of me. I return to the source of life that flows through me, every cell, every molecule, all of your mitochondria, DNA, subatomic levels, that source flowing through you, okay? Your bones, all of it, all around you. Same thing. It's all around you. And this is connecting you with all of existence, okay? So upon waking, just pause. And you get really good at it. So consistency is the key. You just forget. So we're so programmed and controlled just to fly ourselves out of bed, instead of just breathe. And literally, I don't jump. I very rarely. I can't tell you in the past a year and a half, 2 years if I've just jumped out of bed. Nope. I pause, and sometimes it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I start listening to some content. I check I'm allowing myself to not be rushed in the morning. So just, even if you have a job and things that you're still going to, just pause and breathe. Even if you have to set your alarm for 5 minutes earlier, to give yourself time, first thing, when you're in bed, maybe while your eyes are still closed, and breathe into your heart space. Connect to the source above and connect to Gaia. So ground into Gaia and connect to source. So imagine that your human is in the middle of this vast pillar of light. I like to pick whatever color. I'm a rainbow frequency filled fucking unicorn. So my pillar is filled with all of the lights, all of the colors, all of the codes, all the geometry, all of it. You can picture your pillar any way you want to. Sometimes it's more gold or more purple or more blue. Mine is multicolored, and it's going, and the way I imagine it, it's literally flowing like this. It's flowing like this. I'm getting full body chills as they're having me imagine this, and it's flowing like this. So I'm getting full body confirmation. So imagine your pillar going like this, light frequencies. Those light frequencies are filled with sacred geometry, light language codes, whatever it is, sigils for you specifically in that day. And then this. And you can, in that moment, breathe, intend, ask your team to come in and fill your field, source to fill your field with whatever you feel. So then you can go up and down, and all of around. And so it's clockwise and counterclockwise. So that's why when people meet me, they feel like I'm a spinning, I am a force of nature, but they feel like this very multifaceted, like I am multifaceted, multidimensional, multisensory being, which you are. But they can feel my energy field because I've created this vortex, this portal of what I am, okay? You can do the same thing, just present moment and practice and consistency, okay? Present moment, practice, and consistency. I might have to re-listen to this just to hear these beautiful things that come out of my mouth that I don't remember half the time what I say unless I listen to it again, all right? So I return to the source of life that flows through me, around me, and connects me to all of existence. Upon waking, take that breath, breathe, pause. Again, set your pillar up for the day. Ask any questions. What is my mission today? What are we going to do today? How are we going to play? How are we going to create? What are we going to learn? All of it. And then set your alarm for 11:11 a.m. Set a title, a note, and then you can just align again and create this alignment portal. Pause and breathe. And when I was working with a collective of other beautiful souls, we would do this Care Bear stir. And this was a collective. If we all start collectively doing this around the world, can you imagine just your intention, and then so your intention and let's say just you and 5 people. Now you're creating this vortex, these portals, all because you are a portal, you are a vortex, and these are all connected. Yep. That's what they say. Yep. I just got the Muppets, those aliens. Beep. That's, you know what those are. If you know the Muppets, it's those aliens that go yep. Oh my God, they're being funny right now. We're playing now with the inner child, and they're very pink, I think. Pink, I think. So you imagine 818. So if we all start doing this 4 times a day, every day, or even twice a day or once a day, just setting that intention to pause and to breathe and connect to the source and connect to the existence of everything in the universe and all of those other beautiful souls. Can you imagine the reality, paradigm, quantum leaping that's going to take place? Portal activations and opening? Just imagine that. Imagine that, see that, know that, hear that, feel that. Imagine the experience of that. And then when you tap in, maybe you start feeling your soul family. You start feeling other beautiful souls in the field because they're also doing this. And do the same thing at 444. Embodiment, embody this energy, ground this energy. So now you've cultivated this energy. Now take a moment and take all this energy you're feeling and literally breathe it into Gaia. Say, okay, confirmation. Breathing all this beautiful energy into Gaia. Taking this energy, sending it into the crystalline lagoon, sending it deep into Gaia, connecting it to her heart. So it's available to other beautiful souls. So a lot of meditations that I do, when I'm done, I intend this frequency and energy that was cultivated not just for myself in this activation meditation, as I breathe that energy down into Gaia, so that is available to other beautiful souls. And that's part of like this grid work that I've been participating in with the GFL station on a weekly basis. You know, he does a weekly transmission, then we do a group global meditation, activating different nodes on planet Earth. It's very powerful stuff. This is very powerful stuff, all right? Very powerful. You are powerful. You are infinite. And you are eternal. You're very powerful. I'm here to remind you. So, and do the same thing before sleep. So typically if I'm not too exhausted to meditate, I will meditate. So this is part of my meditation practice. If I'm just going to sleep, I lay there and I do this type of practice. I breathe, I have gratitude, I thank my team for bringing through the knowledge, the wisdom, the experiences, the frequencies, the energies, and I just breathe into that state, and I just return to the infinite. All right, return to the infinite, and I just breathe. And I just breathe in that space, and I just feel into the field. I feel into my room, my space, what noises am I hearing, my breath, do I hear, whatever it is, okay? So these 4 pillars can be very powerful, all right? In the morning, remember. 11:11, align. 4:4:4, embody. And then in the evening, return. This is a daily frequency that you can cultivate. And again, imagine that you're setting your pillar up. I'm getting really warm. All right, so remember, reconnecting, realigning, radiate, and rise, okay? So let's do this invocation, this activation, this affirmation, all right? Right now, say this, feel this. I open my heart to the source of life. I open my heart to the source of life. And I remember that I am part of a vast, interconnected universe. I remember that I am a part of a vast, interconnected universe. May I be guided by wisdom, compassion, discernment, and love. And may I contribute my unique gifts, skills, and abilities for the benefit of the collective for the highest and best. I trust the unfolding of life, and I walk in presence. I live with an open heart, and I remember, because I am here as part of your remembrance. Do you remember who you are? So just breathe and just be. Know what you know, see what you see, hear what you hear, and feel what you feel, and just let it all be. It's all real, it's all truth, because all the truth is right here. Don't let anyone, anything convince you otherwise, okay? The more you flow into that, you will have no problem discerning what's truth, what's a big pile of bullshit, or you become very aware and you're like, that's curious. There's something going on there. That's a big pile of bullshit. They're reacting from a place of hurt and trauma. I'm not going to react to that. I'm not going to respond to that. I'm just going to acknowledge that, and I will still love them from afar. It's taking these moments, okay? All right, we love you. We'll see you soon. Bye.